Hey everybody, awesome to be here today. Really appreciate the opportunity to share a little bit about what I'm up to. My name is Matt Hunik. I'm the founder of Threshold UAV. My background is in competitive robotics, in avionics, and in aerial survey. I studied mechanical engineering technology at SAIT. In 2019, my survey team was the first on site at a crop duster wreck. The pilot had crashed during a landing, impacting wheels up in a swamp. My teammates and I were the only other souls at the airport. The winds had prevented us from mapping that particular day. We rushed to the crash site to find the pilot unconscious and underwater. This experience was one of many that I had that provided me with the deep insight that I possess in aerial imagery. It's our opinion that ag tech is facing a data collection issue first and foremost. Satellites provide limited resolution, in-field sensors are hard to scale, and aircraft-based surveys are really expensive. Our solution is really simple drone control software enabling multi-drone surveys. It allows non-experts to survey large areas rapidly and repeatedly. It's kind of like a point and shoot camera for snapping detailed aerial photos a whole section at a time. Since March of 2023, we've formed relationships with early adopters, we've validated the core concepts, and we've built out the technology. We flew a live demonstration at an ag tech show over the summer. We received our first grant funding, and we got connected with some great accelerator programs here. Our first customer was an agronomist. There was a weed in one of his fields that he could not tell the extent to which it had reached from his satellite imagery, so he reached out to us to take high resolution imagery of his fields. And more recently, we met a customer who's owned a spray drone for a little bit more than a year. And he told us that for every hour he spends spraying, today he's spending 4 hours mapping. We can do that in just 10 minutes. I'm backed in this venture by a team of strong, young professionals. Sean Colson is a third-generation Albertan entrepreneur with a double major in business management and accounting. Chris Lemon holds a mechanical engineering degree, is nearing PhD designation, and he's got lots of experience in robotics and aero design. Sean, Chris, and I have known each other since grade 1, and it's a pleasure to build this venture with them. We're also proud to announce our most recent addition to our team. Shane Wade is a talented San Francisco-based software engineer and entrepreneur. He brings a wealth of experience in autonomy and in mapping from his previous role at Embark Trucks and also from his own ventures. Today's market solutions in aerial data are not really capable of carrying ag into the future. And to address this, and to fill this growing gap in the market, we're building up 2 service divisions within Threshold. Firstly, software as a service, and secondly, a DevOps-informed field services unit. With a goal of 4,000 software users, we can achieve 10 million in ARR within 3 years and grow it from there. We really believe that drones and AI are a big part of the next evolution of ag tech, and today we're betting on it with our own money and time. In the big picture, projections on drones and AI are adding billions globally, yet only a small percentage of growers are reporting using and adopting drones in their operations. This is perplexing because over the next few years, operators responsible for almost 500 million acres of cropland that we can drive to are faced with rising costs and a shrinking workforce, and they will be forced to make a hard decision, stick with the status quo, or look at something low impact and highly scalable to help them with their operations. Our competition is out there, don't get me wrong, but our niche is a growing market outside the practical capacities of legacy survey methods. Today, we're executing on an IP protection strategy. We're working to accelerate the approval of drone spraying, and we're working to pre-sell rock mapping services to a vast number of Albertan farmers with the help of farming co-ops here. To achieve these goals, we're looking at a total of a $1.5 million raise, dilutive and non-dilutive, starting with a safe pre-seed, $250,000, opening in early 2024. We welcome all conversations with investors at this time, and we would really benefit from your feedback. We also recognize that we are early. If we're too early for you, we understand, we respect it. I'd ask that you consider supporting us in other ways. If you have expertise or information, let's talk. I'm a proud Albertan. I've watched many of my peers leave this place to find the jobs they need. Threshold today is bringing them back and attracting world-class talent. Chris moved back from Vancouver. Shane is talking about moving here from San Francisco. We've created a fundamental leap forward in aerial imaging technology. it's our intention to grow it right here, right now. Thank you so much for your time today. Happy to answer any questions you might have.
Amazing. Thanks so much, Mac. We're a great presentation. And now again, I will welcome the judges back up to ask their questions.
Thank you so much. That was a fantastic presentation. I'm curious about the go-to-market strategy and whether or not the partnership approach has been considered in terms of bringing your product to market. And if not, what was the decision and the rationale behind that?
Okay. I missed the tail end of that question, but I'll start with what I know I can answer. Our go-to-market approach is driven by delivering real value to real people as fast as possible. We have struggled to find this product market fit to date, but we are getting excellent reception to our rock mapping proposals. I think it's an awesome example of the type of work that we're capable of doing that satellites can't do, airplanes can't do it cost effectively, drones can't do it cost effectively. So we're looking to pre-sell 500,000 acres worth of survey via farming co-ops to get our money in the bank and then develop out the software to sell in the long run.
All right. I may have not heard it, so I'm just going to ask for clarification. You spoke that there's competition out there, and there's big competition. So how are you managing the competition? Are you finding a specific niche that they're not in, or are you going head to head?
We are finding a niche they're not in, first and foremost. Drones have been in agriculture for some time. It's a pretty well-established market, but in my opinion, they haven't reached the full potential that we were promised in 2015, 2016. So by repurposing many small, cheap consumer drones and allowing an operator to use them collectively to image farm fields, we're able to cover areas as large as a section in times as little as 10 minutes, delivering very high resolution imagery at a rate that's not really easy to match. I'm not aware of anyone else doing this fast right now.
Okay, and so what would be your minimum size of a field that you would be viable for?
Quarter sections are our sweet spot right now. Yep. We're hearing it takes 20 to 30 minutes typically for a drone operator to do that. We're 6 minutes to take off to touchdown.
Okay, thank you.
For sure.
You mentioned, I mean, I'm just going to follow up on Michael's comment here, question around competition. I have the same question. Taking that one step further, you focus a lot on spraying, and there's mention of drone spraying, but to date that hasn't been approved for Canada. Are you waiting for that regulatory piece to come together, or are you looking to initiate your market elsewhere? Or maybe in a different application, for example, just topography mapping?
We are absolutely looking elsewhere. Spray drones are in the pipeline. They'll come through at some point here. We're doing everything we can today to advance this and make it happen faster. We've got imaging technology that's capable of collecting very high resolution imagery in a very short period of time. So what we want to do is create a no-nonsense body of knowledge that the Pest Management Regulatory Agency can use to help to approve this. We're going to do this by taking a before image on a white, snowy farm field, spraying dye on it, and taking an after. Rinse and repeat 200 times, which is a function of the scalability of our software. And perhaps the PMRA will be interested in looking at what we've got.
Thank you.